Okay. I'm going to maximize my screen so it's nice and big for you. I'm going to go to Photopea. Photopea.com. We're using Photopea rather than Photoshop. Photoshop is better, but Photopea is what many of us have, so we're going to use that. Let's see, I need to also open up the instructions. Instructions, you should download all this stuff at a time so you can. There's the instructions. Okay, we'll have those off to the side. And let's see. There we go. Put our instructions off here to the side. And then we're going to have our Photopea over here. So we're going to go to File, Open. And instead of doing the football guy, I'm going to have you guys do the owls. They're easier. Let's see if I can find that. Of course it wouldn't. Good grief. Let's see. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll do the football guy. Okay, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. I'm going to go to View, Fit and Area. I have learned some stuff. Okay, according to the directions, you need to go to Image, Adjustment, and Threshold. You can do that in Photopea. Image, Adjustments, and Threshold. We want to see a little bit more of the light area, so we're going to adjust it down to about 80, 89, maybe 87. So we're around in there. Click OK. Okay, so trying to select the white is very difficult. It doesn't seem to work very well. So I'm going to go to the magic wand tool and select the black area. And I'm going to go to Select, Color Range, and I'm going to call it Shadows. So that's going to select all the dark stuff. Okay, so we've got all the black selected, but we don't really want to color the black area. We want to color the white area. So we're going to go to Select, Inverse. Okay, this is not exactly how Photoshop would do it. It has some different elements that we'll do the best we can do with that. So, okay, we're going to go to Edit, Fill, and we're going to go to Custom so that we can choose some colors. They chose yellow, so I'm going to go ahead and choose yellow to start with. Click OK. We've got the yellow color selected. And I'm going to click OK. Now we've got black and yellow, just like they did. One thing that we're going to have to do a little differently is first deselect, Control D. With Photoshop, you can click on the eraser tool and it'll color the background. Use the background and color it as you erase it. It will not do that for, it won't do that with Photopea. So we're gonna have to make sure that the eraser is on the hardest it can be. And I'm gonna put it on about 40. And I'm going to start erasing the background like they did, but we want to make sure that we keep his football jersey. I didn't do a very good job of that. Down here, the black area right here, this is football jersey. We want to keep it like that. And then try to keep it as smooth as you can. Wait till you get to the helmet. Kind of, I would do some of that at the last moment. Do the closest to the head because you're going to have to be way careful to do that part. I'm going to go down here. And I'm going to do the other parts of the shoulders. You can kind of click and drag, or you can kind of just click a little bit at a time so that you can have a little bit better control if you need to. Like that. Just have to do it really slow. This one doesn't look too smooth, so I'll smooth it out a little bit. Same way with this one, it's not very smooth. And I got to get rid of this. Okay, I'm going to make my brush a little bit smaller so that I can get in closer around the head. So now we've got it on 12. Let's see, it's about the size that's a little more easier to control. So I'm going to go around the helmet. And get right in there a little bit. And then over here on the side of the helmet. See, they didn't have any black there, so I'm going to try to pull this in a little bit more. Okay, that looks okay. So now I'm going to go over here and click on the magic wand. And I'm going to click the area that's transparent. And I'm going to go to select, modify, expand. And I'm going to expand it a couple of pixels. So I don't want it to leave like a white area around the edge. Then I'm going to go to edit, fill. I'm going to choose pink color. They used green, so I'll use green. Click OK and fill it. So now we got one that looks just like theirs. Okay, so now what we need to do is create 4 more of these, or 3 more of these. So we're going to layer, duplicate. Then we're going to do that again. Layer, duplicate, layer, duplicate. So we got 4 of them. And they do things a little differently. They have you spread them out and then change the colors, but I think it's easier to change the colors while they're all on top of each other. You just have to go down 1 layer at a time. So we're going to label this one layer 2, which will put it on top of 1. This will be layer 3. And then we'll make this one layer 4. Okay, so we can leave the bottom layer this color, but we're going to have to change these other ones. So we're going to change, let's see, the background first. So just click on the green with magic wand, go to edit, fill, pick a color. an orange. And okay, need to shut these off so we can see what we're doing. And do Control D for deselecting. Then we're going to have to select the black. We got the magic wand tool, select black. Go to select color range. We've got the shadows selected. Click OK. Now we're going to go select inverse. And then we're going to hold down the Option key and deselect the orange. And then we're going to select, go to Edit, Fill. We're going to find some other color. How about bright blue? And we're going to fill the yellow with blue. Oops. Let's undo that. For some reason, it did not. Deselect the black. I'm going to have to go back a little bit. Select. Go back a step or two. Okay, got the black sort of selected, but we're going to have to go to select, color range, shadows. Let's do a little bit better. Still didn't get this. Hold down the Shift key and select these. Okay. Select, color range. Let's see if it'll give you a sample colors. Yep. Selects too much. So just hold down the Shift key and get some of this other parts selected. Got most of it. Okay, select inverse. Hold down the key, deselect the orange background. We're going to go to Edit, Fill. There we go. And Command Control D, deselect. So we've got the orange background with a blue guy. Now we're going to shut these off and turn this one on. So we need to make this color, change this color next. So we're going to select the black, might hold the Shift key down and get some of this up here because it doesn't seem to get it. If you don't. Okay. Select, inverse, then we want to Option, click, get rid of the green. We got to figure out another color. We got to be on the right layer. This is the layer we need to be on. The one that has the highlighted eyeball. Edit, Fill. So we need a different color. Choose this one. Click OK. Oops. Selected too much. So I'll start over again. Select. I think it was because I had it on the wrong thing when I was selecting. Select. Color range. We're going to click on shadows. Okay, it's got most of it selected. I'm gonna have to hold down and select a little bit more of this black area. Got most of it. Okay, select inverse. I have to hold down the Option or Alt key and deselect that. I'm going to go to Edit, Fill, and we're going to click. Let's see, we've got green and yellow, blue and kind of an orangish color. Let's get a purpley color. Okay, we got that purple. Now we need to do the background. Select the background. Edit. Fill. Let's see. That'll work. Okay. Okay, so I've got 3 different colors, I think. Oh no, we've got one more to do. Shut this one off and turn this one on. So we don't need to have 2 yellows and greens. We want something with every color different. So we're going to click on the black again, including this up here. Go to Select, Color Range, Shadows, and click OK. Select Inverse, then Option, click, get rid of the green, go to Edit, Fill, find another color. Work. There we go. Edit. Command D. Now I need to do another color for the green. So select it, then go to Edit. Fill. And we're going to click on some other color. Let's see, we got kind of a purpley red. We're going to need do some kind of a kind of a weird pea green. Okay. Okay, right over here, I'm seeing some black that shouldn't be there. So I'm going to put my brush on. And I'm going to sample this color. And I'm going to go over here and just brush this out because I don't want this on here. And it may be that I'd have to do that to some of these others too. Yep. I'm going to have to click on here, sample color, and then just brush it out. Do it to each one of these and kind of fix it. On here, sample the color, brush this out. And I'm going to go to the back one and see if it needs it too. Yep, it does. On here, sample the color. Okay, and brush it out. It's a little bit of this right here. Okay, now to stack them, we need to turn them all on. And we're going to go up here to Image, Canvas Size. We're going to move this dot down to the corner over here. We're going to change pixels to %. And we're going to hit 200 on the width and 200 on the height. So we want it twice as big both ways. Click OK. Now we're going to go to View, fitting area so we can see what all we want to do with this. Ew, I see that there's some more showing that we need to cover up. Oops. Let's see, which one is that? Turn this off and get on the brush. I'm going to cover this up. It's going to let me, hopefully. I don't know why it's, no, I'm not on the right one. That's why. Sometimes you have to fix stuff. Okay. Now the next one. Let's see, I messed this up, so I'm going to have to click on this. Use my brush tool and fix this. Ugh. Click on the right layer. Turn this one back off again. This needs to go down. Okay. Next one, I'll probably have to do the same thing too. Yep. Click on the blue. Need to fix it too. Should have checked it before. Okay, then last one. Do the pea green one. There we go. Okay, we're gonna turn these all on. And we're gonna move them. Is that one on? There we go. Got them all turned on. So we're gonna take our move tool and we're going to move, hold your shift key down and move this right over here. It's got to go to the edge. Now this one needs to go above this one. So some of this other colors I think will disappear as we get some of this other stuff moved. Go to level, select layer 3. It's over here. We're going to move it up. So hold your shift key down and move it up. So it's going to get rid of that blue, extra blue we had. Okay, and then over here, we're going to hold the shift key down and move this one. Oops, no, not that one. Move this one up here. There we go. I was still seeing a little bit of pink on that one, so I'm going to fix it. Click on blue, and I'm just gonna brush a little bit. I'm picky. There we go. Now we've got our 4 Andy Warhol type football players. You can also do this with the also can do it with the owls. I'm getting tired. The owls are really a little easier to do. We'll talk about those tomorrow, but I wanted to have something recorded for you guys so that you could see this in a way that we may not be able to do tomorrow. So I'm going to stop the recording and let's see, stop video. Let's share. Where's my recording?